leaders bebree Kobi, including Malawi President Lazarus Makati Chakwera. Now, Okoye na all kind 8 minutes commemorating speech, I said the unpredictable Magufuli. They did not know that leadership could run in Africa without money being borrowed from outside, because they did not know Magufuli was coming. They did not know that project could set up and executed on time, because they did not know Magufuli was coming. They did not know that there's a president who is coming and will not give an ear to International General Assembly meeting, because they did not know Magufuli was coming. They did not know that there's a president who is coming and corruption will be a thing of the past in Tanzania, because they did not know Magufuli was coming. When Magufuli came into power in 2015, say the whole Africa, they have the Tanzanite, but it was UK company. It was UK company called Acacia who were mining those Tanzanite. But when he came back as president, when he take over, he reviewed the contract and see that Tanzania will be getting 0.something% as royalties. He canceled the contract and sanctioned the company that until 16% is given back to the Tanzanian people as royalties, they cannot continue their job. He also seized their containers loaded with Tanzanite, and what they call UK. John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. He went to their biggest hospital in Dar es Salaam and see that beds were scattered. Patients were lying on the floor. He sacked the directors from the highest position to the lowest position and bring in new ones and asked them to fix it within 3 months. In 3 weeks, it was done. John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. China proposed to give him 10 billion loans to expand the Julius Nyerere hydroelectric dam so that each Tanzania can get 99% of electricity. He rejected it, but he did it on his own. John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. He canceled all foreign trips from his ministers and asked his ambassadors in those countries to represent Tanzania and send the report to him in Dar es Salaam, in Tanzania. He also seized all V8 vehicles given to their ministers by the previous government, Chakara Richard Kwete, and bought Toyota Corolla for them. John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. Ministers by the previous government, Chakara Richard Kwete, and bought Toyota Corolla for them. John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. He built bridges, railways. In fact, his nickname was called the bulldozer, because every month you must see him doing something in his country. China proposed to expand the Dar es Salaam port, the Tanzania port, so that they can run it for 99 good years. Do you know that China signed contract with African leaders in Mandarin, not in English? China signed contract with the previous president called Chakara Richard Kwete that China will expand the port of Dar es Salaam in Tanzania and will use it for 99 good years before Tanzanian people can get it back. When John Pombe Magufuli came into power, he canceled the contract. He found somebody who can read the Mandarin. So when the person read it out to him, he said, only stupid people sign this kind of contract. He canceled the contract. John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. He arrested 23,000 ghost names, people who are dead, but their names are still taking money from the government payroll. John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. That is not colonialism. That is where our money is going to. He also arrested 13,000 unqualified workers, people who are not qualified for their jobs, but they are still taking money from the government payroll. That is not colonialism. That is where money is going to. John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. In 5 years, he was able to push the Tanzania economy, not even a middle income economy, to a first-class economy. John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. He bought 32 electric engine trains from South Korea. John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. He constructed railway from Tanzania to Malawi to Kenya. He gave free education to girls. By the moment you become pregnant, your family will start paying school fees. A nice way to fight moral decadence. John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. In just 5 years. African leaders have given us the impressions that you must always borrow to succeed as president. But when John Pombe Magufuli came into power, he never took a cedi from IMF, World Bank, or China or America. But he was able to restore 6 aircraft into the Tanzania Airlines. John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. Tanzania population is 68 million. Before they were having 39 ministers, but when John Pombe Magufuli came into power, he reduced them to 19. Ghana is 33 million population. We have 110 ministers, plus deputies, plus DCEs, MCEs. Ghana has been to IMF 17 consecutive times, but we don't have a single plane in Ghana, 21st century. But John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania, he never take a cedi from IMF or World Bank or China or Europe or America, but he was able to restore 6 aircraft into the Tanzania Airlines. So where did he get the money? Because our leaders have given us the impressions that you must always borrow to succeed as president. We have been to IMF 17 consecutive times. There is no a single plane in Ghana. There's to Elubo, Accra to Aflao. 68 years of independence. John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. He seized all V8 vehicles given to the ministers by the previous government and bought Toyota Corolla for them. That the country is in crisis. He reduced their salary by 50%. He never flied on a chartered flight or business class or first class. He always used the normal economy class. John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. He arrested 23,000 ghost names. People who were dead, but their names are still taking money from the government payroll. That is not colonialism. That is where money is going to. John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. He arrested 13,000 unqualified workers, people who are not qualified for their jobs, but they are still taking money from the government payroll. That is not colonialism. That is where money is going to. John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. China proposed to give him 10 billion loans to expand the Julius Nyerere hydroelectric dam so that each Tanzania can get 99.9% of electricity. He rejected it, but he did it on his own. They also proposed to give him another loan to expand their port. He rejected it, but he did it on his own. He built bridges, railways, hospitals, schools. He canceled all foreign trips from his ministers.